All right, so today we are doing the coordinate geometry day 1 stuff, so using midpoint, slope, and distance formulas. So these are the formulas that you'll be using. So the midpoint is like if you have a line, it's halfway in the middle of 2 points, kind of like it sounds. The slope is how steep a line is, so your rise over run, so how quickly are you going up and over. And then distance is the length, like some sort of length of a segment. So to start off, we want to label these points or figure out the coordinates. So A, we're at x equals 0 and y equals -3. And then if we go 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, we can label this point and call it F. And you can keep going through, but you're just finding the points, labeling the points. So we want to find the midpoint. So we're going to use the midpoint formula, which is the x1 plus x2 all over 2, y1 plus y2 all over 2. So this first one here, if we want to find the midpoint, we want x1 plus x2, so -5 plus 7 all over 2, and then 6 plus -14 all over 2. And then you can simplify these, and you should get 1 and -4. That's the same idea for the other two. All right, so then finding slope, we want to figure out, are they parallel, perpendicular, and neither? So parallel, your slopes are the same, or they're equal. Perpendicular are opposite reciprocals. So like 2/3 and -3/2. So they're the same numbers, but flipped, and one is negative the other one. And neither means they're not either of these. So like 1 and 2/3. So if we find the slopes here, we want to find the slope of AB is going to be the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 would be 4 minus y1, x2 minus x1. You get 5 over 10, which will simplify to 1/2. And then find the slope of CD. We want y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You get 6 over 12, which is 1/2. So these two are the same. So this one is going to be parallel. And then this one and the next one are the same idea. Just go through and figure out what they are. So here we want to graph and show that these 3 points make a right triangle using the slope. So plot the points first. So you're at -2, +1. There's A. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is B. And C, you go to 4 and then -8. 6, 7, 8. All right. And then here we want to prove that this is a right triangle. So looking at this, it looks like this angle is probably the best bet to be a 90-degree. So we want to prove that this slope and this slope are perpendicular so that we end up getting a 90-degree. So you want to find the slope of AB and the slope of AC. So AB, you want y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. You get 4 on top, 6 on bottom, or 2/3. And then AC, you -8 minus 5 over 4 minus 4. Oh, sorry, we want to do A and C, I'm doing B and C. So negative 8 minus 1 over 4 minus negative 2, negative 9 over 6 is negative 3 over 2. So these two are opposite reciprocals. So those are perpendicular, which then means that we have a right triangle. So yes, this is a right triangle. And then you want to do coordinate geometry worksheet 1 for this section.